And welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that again has broken in to Full Sail. We're here. This isn't green screen, except that that thing that you just saw on top of DJ. That was you didn't see that. You you didn't see that. But let's talk about tonight's NXT. Started off with match of the night, just period, point blank. Nothing could top this ever. It just this show might as well have just stopped right after this match because nothing would have topped this at all. We got Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss versus Carmella. But anyway, I legitimately love this match. I'm loving this feud that they're starting to build between them. I feel like they're trying to do multiple feuds, like we've talked about in WWE in general. It feels like there's always just the title feud. Like there's no secondary feuds, especially in women's division. But I feel like they're trying to outside of the title picture feud, they're trying to do other feuds kind of that build up to the title, which is always a good thing. There were a few awkward moments in this match. It just felt like there was a couple off-center landings, a couple things just with the height difference also. I know in a couple of past videos a while back we talked about people having matches with people either a lot taller than them or a lot shorter than them, and you have to work around that. There was a few spots where it kind of looked a little bit awkward, but they made it work pretty well. I thought they put on a phenomenal match. Also, they finally changed Alexa Bliss's finisher name from the Sparkle Splash, which is a good thing. It just wasn't fitting her character anymore. But your winner, the queen of NXT, the queen of my heart, Alexa Bliss. DJ, did you enjoy this match as much as you should have?
I did enjoy this match. I thought it was, it was a good match. I felt like, I like when they put these two in a match. There was something to it, as far as the storyline is concerned. Even though like this isn't like the end of this, it doesn't feel like, but there was still, something to it. There was still some sort of story behind it, which I like, because sometimes in NXT they do kind of just put matches just there just to be there. But I definitely I like this match. I enjoyed it. I thought they worked very well together. I'm still kind of wondering what they're doing with these two though, like because you would think that Alexa's gonna go after the title now, but I think she's actually going after Bailey. So who is going after the title? I think is the question. And then that also raises questions about what's going to happen with the draft. Are they going to bring any of these females up for the draft or not as well? But I enjoyed the match. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Next, they reviewed the Finn Balor Nakamura segment from 2 weeks ago. We get some thoughts from Shinsuke Nakamura. He says that he's known Finn Balor for over 10 years. They traveled together. They know each other's families. They're really great friends. When Finn came to NXT, Shinsuke watched and supported him. And now that Shinsuke is in NXT, he wants to face the best before he goes on to challenge for the NXT title. I liked both of the. We'll get to the Finn Balor uh, thoughts a little bit later in the show, but I like both of them. You know, you can tell that they're both really good friends, and I think we've talked about this in the past with really, you know, tag team partners or brothers. You can tell when there's that bond, and it makes matches that much better. So I feel like we know this is going to be a good match, but this kind of just adds to it. You know, they are really good friends, so they know each other so well. So it's going to make that match so much better. Any thoughts on this segment?
Yeah, I like how they're actually building a respect feud. Because a lot of times with feuds that like deal with like respect and whatnot, they don't really build it. Like they don't really like it. Kind of like, oh, it's a respect thing, and then they just have a match. Whereas this one, it actually feels like they're building something behind it, which is actually kind of cool. Even with the interviews, the interviews just kind of just build a little bit on the feud. I'm kind of hoping that they do something with this because Nakamura saying that Samoa Joe is the, I mean, not Samoa Joe, that Finn Balor is the best should make, force Samoa Joe to come out. Not necessarily saying to like um, attack Nakamura, but him to come out and kind of refute that point that he's the champion, and then have someone else maybe come in and that starts something with Samoa Joe because right now there's nothing. Samoa Joe's doing nothing right now, and I know we got a while before Takeover. I think what was it, like 2 months now? Because actually it's a month now, probably a month and a little bit more than that because I think SummerSlam's in August. So we still got a little bit. Am I wrong?
I thought they said like 2 weeks.
I don't. Well, I'm thinking. I know. I don't think Takeover's in 2 weeks though. I think Nakamura and Finn Balor are just having a match in 2 weeks. I think Takeover is like during SummerSlam weekend because it's Takeover Brooklyn again. I think Takeover back to Brooklyn or Takeover Brooklyn Part Two or Takeover in New York. I don't know. Something. but I feel like I'm hoping Joe kind of refutes this in some way, and I don't know if maybe there's going to be something where like Nakamura beats Finn Balor, and that's going to be it. It's going to be done, and then Samoa Joe's going to start going after Nakamura or vice versa. I'm kind of wondering, maybe they're going to start something out of this, because I think it would make sense to draft um, Finn Balor just because that would that they're trying to start this thing with the club and at least we hope they're trying to start this thing with the club and Finn Balor. So I think it would be smart to draft him, and then that would be a cool like cool like first NXT pick, I guess. Um, who knows?
Uh, we get a Bailey interview where my baby girl Alexa stole the show. She walked in there and nothing else mattered in the world. I mean, Bailey said some stuff, and I don't know what happened there. But any thoughts on this? With
They really, I think they did a good job with this, because it helped on both fronts. Where like Bailey's really seemed like she's coming back. Like before, she felt like she was broken, like not Matt Hardy broken, not like wheelchair broken, but like she felt like she was like out of it a little bit. But like now, I think with this interview, it felt like she was more like into it. She was more like back. Her mind was back in it or whatever. Um, and I really enjoyed Alexa in this too. I thought because she is she is she's quite attractive, but I think as far as on the mic, she did some really good stuff in this. I enjoyed it. I thought building this up was really good. I think because Alexa is kind of that like she's a heel that you like expect to be a heel. Like she's like that attractive like like cheerleader type girl that like like that you would expect to be like just a total prick. I'm gonna get fired by the Instant Classic Wrestling podcast for that one. But you know, she is that heel that like you expect to be mean. So I think it has a natural flow to it, and I like it. Um, I think this could be something really good. Bailey and Alexa. I hope they build this up and to Takeover, but maybe even have like a precursor match like sometime within the near future.
Yeah, I definitely also like Alexa on the mic. Um, you know, now in the past couple weeks that she's been getting more, um, not necessarily set my like interviews or anything, but kind of coming in on interviews, and she just kind of works well with that. But next we got Noah Podges. Podges, 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 Jess Pod versus Andrade Cien Almas. DJ, take this match with Andrade Cien Almas.
For some reason, I was really liking this Noah guy. I don't know what it was. It was something about. I think he got like an entrance, and I was like, wait, he's not a jobber. Like I was like, he got an entrance. I was like, debut, debut. But yeah, I like this. I thought the match was pretty good. It's still, I just feel like with guys like this Noah guy who like they tried their best, They tried their best on
Belst?
commentary. They tried their best on commentary to build Noah up a little bit. Because they were talking about how he had a match like what was it, like a month ago or something. I was like, I don't think he did. I think you're lying. But they at least
He
said it.
did.
Put it.
He did.
Oh, he did.
I remember it
Yeah.
specifically.
Who was it against?
I don't remember, but yeah,
But the
it happened.
specific remembrance that you
It,
had of it.
it happened.
But anyway, but
I mean,
anyway
because it was such a bad jobber match that I just remember him jobbing so bad.
nah, I see. I see what you're saying. I don't know. I liked it though. I wish I just wish that Noah would have got a little bit more of his stuff in too. Or even like a little bit of a build up before this match. Because I just feel like um if he would have gotten, more of it, because they built him up so well on commentary, it felt like that, like I was really excited to see him. So I was hoping he would, I wish he would have gotten like some other matches, or maybe a win here and there, like against someone, just to kind of build this a little bit more. I don't know why I wanted so much. I just liked him. I don't know what it was, but I liked him a lot. He had the, one strap singlet, I liked it. I thought, yeah, I just wish they would have there would have been more there. Did they boo CN though? I don't know if you heard Full Sail tonight, but they were booing CN if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, just because, whatever. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed I enjoyed the match, but I was just hoping for more from Noah, in my opinion.
Yeah. It was an okay match. They did finally, which I feel like they should have done this like earlier, like maybe on his debut, but they finally explained Almas losing his mask in a mask versus mask match in Mexico. So I I don't know why they didn't explain that before, because I know we were both kind of confused with the whole showing the mask in the vignette and then not. It was just, I don't know. But this now is where DJ and I differ, because DJ liked Noah, and to me, Noah kind of seems like a guy you would naturally see on a Raw or SmackDown dark match. Like the random local guys that they get for like dark matches that are gonna job, but yeah, that's what he seems like. I don't know. He seems like a generic kind of Samoan guy that they're trying to, because I know they, you know, the Samoan sort of dynasty has a lot of history in the WWE. So naturally, you're gonna get guys that are Samoan because apparently they're great. But he just, I don't know. Maybe there's just not enough build up to him. Kind of like DJ was saying, they haven't built anything around him.
I mean, but we can't like. I think, in my opinion,
He gonna defend him because
no. But in my opinion, I feel like the Samoan guys or anyone who has a family that's wrestled, I think we give them too much crap. Just because they have a family that's wrestled. No, no, like I don't know if we like hold them to like a higher standard, or something, because like we hate on the Usos just because they're Samoan, but that doesn't mean they're not good.
No, I hate on the Usos because they can't do something that the Undertaker, a 50-some-year-old man, had no problem doing, jumping over the top rope. I'm just saying. Just saying. But no, I don't dislike him because he's Samoan. It's just I feel like WWE feels like, oh, Samoan guy, we can just throw him out there with no explanation, no background, and because he's Samoan, he'll automatically put on a great match and fans will love him. But that's not how it works. I feel like we need a little bit more explanation of kind of who he is, maybe a little bit of background. I mean, they were trying to build him up during the match, but it felt like it wasn't enough. I mean, maybe we just need to see him more often, because I think that is kind
Ain't
of
that what I said? Ain't that what I said though? I said that specifically. I said that, and now you want to take my side. Now I have a winning argument. You want to take my side.
I don't think that's what you had said, but
I said that specifically.
anyway, we gonna move on because that ain't what he said. We got an Aries interview with Austin Aries. Uh, Basically, he says the fans don't want to like him, so he gave them a reason not to like him with his heel turn against No Way Jose. Um, any thoughts on this interview?
Basically, he said, I think he watched the podcast last week, because basically he said the same thing I said, about like he don't have the track record. He said all that stuff. All that stuff I said last week. Go watch it. It's the exact promo he cut. He stole it from me. WWE, I want money. I want it. I want it right now. I want the money that I deserve for that argument, because I made it.
Bruh.
He didn't make it.
Bruh.
I made it.
Bruh.
It's true. It's true. I mean, wait. Like, were you not here last week? Like, I'm just wondering.
Is that all you have to say about that?
Yeah, he stole it from me.
All right, we're gonna move on because Cry McCrybaby over there wants to say that everyone stole everything from him. But anyway, we get Finn's thoughts on the upcoming match. He says that when he went to Japan, Shinsuke was one of the first ones to kind of take him under his wing and help him adapt to the culture and everything. Again, just kind of building up that, their really good friendship, which, again, makes it, that much better of a match. I feel like it's going to be. Any thoughts on Finn's thoughts?
Um, I, I just feel the same
Yeah.
way about this one as I did the Nakamura one.
All right.
I like that it's building up the match. I mean, there was nothing like intriguing said. I just think it did a good job of like building up the match. Like, we know the history of them, so.
All right. Now on to the main event of the evening. The Hype Bros versus Gargano and Ciampa. Uh, Mojo looks huge compared to Johnny Gargano. I noticed in this match. I was like, damn, that's a big boy. Um, but as expected, as we all expected, every single one of us expected this. Ciampa and Gargano showed them hype foos how to get the W because they got the W. Which I honestly I feel like only made sense because it doesn't. We were talking about kind of uh, you know making sense, I guess, when we were doing the Breaking Ground review earlier. And I feel like it only makes sense that Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa would get the win, just because we haven't seen the Hype Bros together in NXT in a while. So it would. I feel like it wouldn't really make sense for them to come back and automatically get a win, just logically. But that's really all I had to say about this match. But, any thoughts on the match? I wrote more about after the match than I did about the actual match because, yeah. But any
First
thoughts
off,
on
Keith,
the match?
first, first off, he ain't hype. He ain't hype. He ain't. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to let y'all know that he ain't hype. It's just ridiculous. Okay. He needs to be more hype when the Hype Bros come on the screen. Anyway,
the Hype Bros.
Anyway, I enjoyed this match. I thought it was really good. Shout out to the Pounce though. Shout out to the Pounce. Shout out to our boy Monty Brown. Shout out to that man. I was enjoying it. I was hype when freaking Mojo hit the Pounce. But I still think Monty Brown, he got to teach these people. I think they need to come in and have him just school people on how to do the Pounce. I'm telling you. He need to just come in, school people on how to do the Pounce. Because that move, when he did it, looked like they died immediately. They were dead. ICU, unless you're John Cena. It looked like it really did. It looked like they died. I liked it though. I was like the Pounce. I was so excited for this match. I don't know what it was. I was so into it. I was like really into it. The double power bomb by Mojo Rawley was really cool. The running knee super kick combo that ended up winning the match, that was cool. I just thought it was a good match. I really hope they send the Hype Bros up to the main roster. Because it seems like they're breaking up some of our favorite tag teams coming up during the draft. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to bring up the Hype Bros as kind of because I still feel like Zack Ryder can help Mojo Rawley out a lot on the main roster if he needs it, like as far as with the crowd or whatever. And I think if they did some vignettes or something, which I don't really know if that's gonna work, because like I think like as WWE fans, we are so tired of vignettes because they'll give you vignettes forever and never debut the person. There, no, or they'll debut for one match and then they'll give you vignettes the rest of the time. Their team, the Shining Stars. So I don't really know, but I am hoping that they do something with them, with the Hype Bros. I hope they bring them up to the main roster because I feel like there's a lot of tag teams on NXT that could stay on NXT and kind of keep the tag team division afloat on NXT. So I'm just curious to see what they're gonna do. To be honest, I enjoyed this match though. I thought it was good. Hype Bros for champs.
All right. So after the match, Johnny Gargano grabs a mic and says that they've beaten the Revival, I think 2 weeks ago, and deserve to be in the title picture. American Alpha comes out and says that they are the ones that deserve their rematch. Revival comes out. Are we watching WWE? It feels like we're watching WWE. The Revival comes out and say that neither of them are getting what they want. After that, Regal comes out and says that he is the only one who dictates what happens on NXT. He says that we need to find out who is the dominant team in NXT. So next week, the titles will be on the line uh, against American Alpha in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I was like, bruh, but what about Gargano and Ciampa? Bruh. Um, After Gargano and Ciampa leave the ring, the Authors of Pain attack Jordan and Gable. Gargano and Ciampa do try to come in and help them, but they are knocked out too. Um, Pretty good ending to the show. It ends with the Authors of Pain standing tall in the ring, and then Paul Ellering coming out to the stage, which kind of is building this team up more, kind of as a dominant team, but mysterious, which is a good thing. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. Um, I don't know. I just don't like that Gargano and Ciampa weren't added into this 2 out of 3 falls match. It's kind of like, but why? But why? Any thoughts on after the match, the ending segment?
Yeah, I enjoyed the ending segment. I kind of like the kind of camaraderie, I guess you could say, with American Alpha and Gargano and Champa. They worked well together, like on the mic and everything. I thought that was pretty cool how they kind of had their whole little, back and forth for the, revolving around the titles. And then obviously the Revival got to come out because they are the champs, Casey. Just in case you forgot, just in case you forgot, they are the champs. So that was pretty cool. I liked seeing them come out. But yeah, I've enjoyed this, and I like how they kind of acted like they were like, they're like in power because of the champions, which in actuality, obviously, William Regal is. But I just thought that was kind of cool. How they're kind of just throwing it around, like we make the decisions around here, and then William's like, nah, bro. But yeah, I like this. And then the Authors of Pain come out. And they do their thing. I enjoyed that too. I think that's just what they need to do. They don't need to say much. They don't need to say anything. Paul needs to just not just be at the ramp. And I don't know. I think it would be cool too to have Paul Ellering like appear, not necessarily like Bray Wyatt esque, but just like have him walk out on the ramp or have him like jump over the barricade and like be sitting like well the commentary team is anyway. Just have him kind of appear in different places and then they're coming. I just think that would be kind of a cool thing. Kind of have him there, and then like you're always on the edge of your seat for when they're gonna come. And attack, get the hitting, like that. But anyway, I um, I just want to see what they're gonna do with the Authors of Pain. I kind of hope they get involved in the match next week. Is it next week?
2 weeks.
Oh, so they're gonna do like a big like this is kind of like Takeover type thing. Okay. Um, yeah, I think I hope they get involved in that for some reason. I just kind of want them to, or after that, or before that. One of the two, one of the three. I hope they do.
So is it after that or before that?
Either one. I take like I mean they can appear like they can come from under the ring if they want to. I don't care how it happens.
But they can't come from under the table because New Day already under the
That's true.
table.
New Day already under there.
Not enough room. Not enough room. But that was your NXT review for the 29th of June in the year of 2016. As usual, like the video, follow the podcast on Twitter and our personal Twitters if you want to. If you feel like it, maybe, possibly. Definitely, hit the subscribe button, share the video, watch our other videos and things like that, and we will have, more coming out on a regular basis as usual. Got a special one coming up next week at some point that I had thought was Tuesday because somebody had told me it was Tuesday, and he was like, nah, bruh, I didn't say Tuesday. And I was like, bruh, you said Tuesday. And he's like, nah, bro, I didn't say Tuesday. So it's gonna
Okay.
happen at some point, and you'll see it when it come out. But it not gonna come out yet. But it gonna come out. But this has been your Instant Classic Wrestling podcast. That's right, it's yours. It's ours. It's it's ours. But like, we want you to feel included, you know. But we will see you, DJ said, on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.